All right, so we are live now. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night, everybody, and welcome to this TRON-Chain presentation. My name is Andreas Kartrud, coming to you from Malmö, Sweden, and I am the creator of this smart contract. Now, it's my pleasure to be here to introduce to you exactly what TRON-Chain is all about. So we're going to have a look at what is the world's first decentralized community support fund, which is based on the TRON-Chain blockchain. It's actually a DeFi support model built on smart contract technology by the people for the people. It's by far the most transparent peer-to-peer decentralized support system in the world. Now, before we go into what TRON-Chain is, I want to talk a little bit about a smart contract because it's very important to have a basic understanding of this. And I easily explain a smart contract is actually a self-executing contract that has a program protocol to follow and is deployed on the public blockchain. A smart contract can store value and it can execute transfers when the requirements of that contract has been met. It also has the characteristics of being immutable, meaning that you can't change it. It's tamper-proof. That means it's also scam-proof. It's fair, just, and fully transparent. It acts strictly according to the pre-written rules of the contract. That means nothing less, nothing more. It is 100% decentralized, meaning that there's no central point such as a company or authority in control of the contract. It cannot be stopped, it cannot be shut down, and you cannot be banned from the program. There are also no limits to what a smart contract algorithm can do. The smart contract is there to simply perform the action it has been programmed to do and when the contract requirements have been met. And that's without the need of a third party or any human intervention. That is the genius about smart contracts. You can now create trust. You can now have an open source and a transparent contract between two people where you have the blockchain controlling it. It is self-executing when requirements are met. So that's basically what a smart contract is. So looking at the TRON-Chain smart contract, what is this? Well, this has been designed to provide everyone with a DeFi support fund. It is fully based on the Tron blockchain and smart contract technology. Any participant can contribute TRX towards the community fund and then support the TRON-Chain community members. Now, by doing so, the contract code will be activated and the supporter will now start to receive support back from the community themselves. Now, TRON-Chain is 100% decentralized. It is a community-based project. What does this mean? Well, it means there's no guarantee or additional profits that are generated in this project. All that you receive from TRON-Chain is received from other community members as this is a peer-to-peer support model. You support others and others support you back. TRON-Chain can actually be viewed as a decentralized third party and it ensures fairness, transparency, and justice for all according to the algorithm code. There are, as said, no mediators or intermediaries. There's no owners, there's no company, there's no CEO, and there's absolutely no human interaction. And this is effectively guaranteeing the fairness of all participating partners and partners' funds according to the rules of the smart contract. Now, how does it work? Well, you can deposit TRX to TRON-Chain Community Fund, and you will then activate the contract code. 24 hours after, you will receive the first support in the form of 1% of your deposit. That means that you will receive a 1% daily return on the deposit that you give or contribute towards the community fund. Now, you will receive this until the 310% of that deposit has been received from the community as support. That means if you put 1 in or 1,000 in, you will receive 3,100 out through 1% daily. Now, when the 310% support is received through any of the 4 ways, the 310% support is received in 4 different ways. Now, you have one which is completely passive and one by marketing. When the 310% of support is received through any of those 4 ways, a new deposit must be made equal or greater to activate a new 310 limit and continue to receive from the fund. The 4 ways is as following. You will have the 1% daily return on your deposit. Every single community member has this. This is 100% passive. It goes for a maximum of 310 days for 310%. Now, if you participate in growing in the community and the fund itself, you will receive a 10% direct referral commission for every one that you bring in. Now, you will also receive a matching commission on your partner's daily 1%. And there's a daily top sponsor pool, which goes by 3% of all deposits coming into TRON-Chain. We're going to have a look at these in detail. Now, the 1% is very straightforward. It is 1% of the amount given as support to the community fund, and it will be given back daily to all users by the system algorithm up to the point when the maximum income limit of 310% is received. So suppose that you support the fund with 1,000 TRX. You can now receive 3,100 TRX back. Every 24 hours, you will receive 10 TRX until 310 days, or until you receive the maximum 310 through any of the other 3 ways, whichever reach first. This means that all 4 ways accumulate towards the 310 limit. Now, looking at the direct commission, this is awarded to a sponsor when a direct partner makes a deposit. This goes for the first deposit and any future redeposits that might happen. Keep in mind that the partners that you invite, they're coded to you for life. If they make a deposit, you will receive 10% commission. So let's say that your partner deposits 1,000 TRX, you will receive 100 as your instant commission. And keep in mind, there are no limits to how many direct partners you can have. This is a unilevel structure, meaning you can have 1, you can have 10, you can have 100 or 1,000. It all depends on you and how much you want to contribute to this fund. Now, all commissions apply towards the 3.1 times limit. This is very important to know. Now, looking at the matching commission, this is what I would call the hidden gem in the marketing plan. The marketing and the matching commission itself is based upon your partner's 1% daily return. This means that you're not just receiving a 10% direct commission on your direct partners. You will receive a matching reward every single time one of your downline partners up to 15 levels down make a withdrawal of their 1% return. Now, the levels of matching that you receive will be based upon how many direct partners you personally sponsor. You will have 1 level added for each direct referral. That means if you have 2 directs, you will receive a 30% match on the 1% daily return every single time they withdraw, plus you will receive a 10% match on every single partner that they bring in personally as well. Now, if you want to have more levels, bring in more directs. The more you do for this fund, the more you will receive. If you have up to 10 directs, you'll receive 10 levels of matching. If you have up to 15 directs, you will receive 15 levels of matching. And I said, you will have a 30% match on every single direct partner you have. You will have a 10% match on all partners between level 2 and 5 whenever they make a withdrawal. You will have 8% match on all partners on the levels between 6 and 10. And you will have 5% match on all partners withdrawal on between level 11 to 15. This is an amazing, amazing compensation plan, and you have the opportunity to create yourself a passive residual income of TRX that can substantially grow as well. Now, looking at the final one, we have a daily top sponsor pool. It is highly important to reward the marketers, the builders, those that help to sustain this community fund by building the community. That's why 3% of all deposits to TRON-Chain will be added to what we call the daily top sponsor pool. Now, 10% of this pool will be awarded to the top 4 sponsors of TRX volume every single day. The remaining 90% of that pool that was collected will be rolled over to the next day's pool to continue to increase the rewards. That means out of the 100% of the 3% that comes in, 10% goes out, 90% remains, an additional 3% is coming in the next day, which is continuously increasing this pool, and it's paying out 10% every single day to the top 4 sponsors. Now, the allocation of the 10% will be as following to the 40%, 30, 20, and 10. Now let's have a look at the minimum and the maximum deposit limit in TRON-Chain, because we need this in order to increase and maximize the sustainability of this project. Now the first deposit is the minimum deposit of 100 TRX. That is less or approximately $2, meaning that we are open to anyone all over this world. You can deposit all the way up to 100,000 TRX. Now, once you have made a deposit, you will need to receive the full 310 limit before you can make a second. So choose your amount wisely. Now, your second deposit, if and when you make this, it needs to be equal or greater than the previous. Meaning, if you deposited 10,000 TRX the first time, the minimum limit will be 10,000 TRX. You can now deposit all the way up to 300,000 TRX. Third deposit needs to be equal or greater than the previous, of course, up to 900,000. And the fourth and any after needs to be equal or greater than the previous, up to 2 million TRX. Now, 2 million is the maximum amount that you can support the fund with at once, but keep in mind that it is unlimited cycles. I mean, unlimited redeposits. When you receive your 310, you can make a new deposit unlimited times. It never stops unless you stop supporting the fund. Now let's have a look at the total algorithm distribution of the funds that goes into TRON-Chain. Out of the 100%, 5% goes away as a platform fee. 3% goes away to the daily pool. 10% is paid out instantly as direct referral commission to a sponsor, while 82%, my friends, 82% is stored in the contract and will be distributed through the daily 1%, including the matching bonus. This means that 82% of whatever you do goes to the entire community. This community pool pays out the 1% to every single community member in TRON-Chain. We have, I believe it's 6,500 plus almost in 6 days. That is tremendous. And 6,500 plus members have received from this community fund and will continue to receive every single day. That is the beauty with TRON-Chain. So 82% of what I do, what you do, when what the entire community does, go to the community pool and is going out to every single member in our community. This is a true team build, a true support fund. Built by us, received by us. Now, let's finish off with a couple of important notes. It's important to know that TRON-Chain is a community-based project. As said earlier, this has no company, there is no CEO, there is no owner, there is a creator, but when it was deployed to the main net, it was deployed to the community. It is 100% decentralized and community-driven. There are peer-to-peer transactions through a smart contract. There is no third-party involvement in this. It is you, it is me, it is the contract. That is it. It's a community. Now, when 310% is received, a new deposit must be made to continue earning or receiving from any of the 4 ways. Why is this? Because if I do more, let's say that you receive the 310% for 1% for 310 days. That is very fine. But let's say that you receive 310% in 1 day because you decide that you would like to share this. You would like to help to build the community. What happens? Well, you receive what you were entitled to receive, the 310%. So the earnings stop. Now, if you would like to continue to receive from what you have done for the fund as well, you make a new deposit, you activate a new 310 limit. And what does this do? Well, it eliminates the Ponzi scheme where new members pay old, because every single old member in TRON-Chain become a new member and support the members that came in after them again. That is highly important. This algorithm is tested, proven, and highly successful. And I cannot wait for the Tron community to embrace this the way that we wish. We have so much coming. Guys, the minimum entry is 100 TRX. That means we're open to all participants globally, all over the world. $2 entry, no restrictions for who can join or for how much you can earn. The more you contribute to this fund, the more you will receive. And the unique, of course, is that there are no referrals required in order to receive. The 1% pays out daily to every single member of TRON-Chain. 100% passive. That is the key. We're not limiting ourselves to only being here for the marketers. We are open for the passive supporter as well as the active marketer. This is what you need to be able to do in order to capture the entire market, in order to build what we want to do. The world's first decentralized support fund, which is built and sustained by us. As said, we can also, of course, increase the speed of our returns to 310%. This is the most fair, just contract out there. Everyone receives 1%. Everyone receives 310%. And everyone has the opportunity to increase the speed of those returns by helping to grow the community fund. Once it is received, you will need to contribute again, no matter who you are, where you're from, or how much you did. You will not find something more fair and just than TRON-Chain. Now, good news here, guys. I want to talk a little bit about that. Admin is aiming to develop a complete ecosystem of DeFi services supporting and surrounding the TRON-Chain community fund. Right now, we are a complete community-based and a community-driven project. But we are, and I am very much interested in DeFi. More than $4 billion, $4.3 billion is locked in DeFi smart contracts on the Ethereum blockchain. Not one single DeFi service is offered on a Tron blockchain. With such a huge and massive potential in community, and an active community as well. It is an ingenious idea, and that is what we are going to do. We are going to build the first ecosystem of DeFi services on the Tron blockchain that are helping and surrounding and supporting the Etherchain fund, generating additional, the TRON-Chain fund, generating additional revenue to every single community member and the fund itself. Guys, that is the vision behind TRON-Chain. And with that, I want to thank each and every one of you for staying on, for being on this presentation. We are now going to drop off. We are going to have a quick Q&A. So if anybody has any questions, guys, please let us know. Type them in the chat box, and I will see what I can do. I'm just going to read through what we have here already. Can we see the open source of TRON-Chain? Of course we can, guys. Let us have a look at that. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to take down the presentation. Let us share the screen again. Let's have a look at the site itself, guys. Let's introduce the TRON-Chain site. So there are 2 ways that you can access and participate in the contract, which is through the TronLink extension browser. This is more or less the same thing as MetaMask. You can see MetaMask up here, and you have TronLink next to it. If you're on the phone, you can use the Tron wallet. You can download that on, you can just Google it or download it on Play Store or App Store or anything like this. You can also ask for help or guidance in the support groups. Now, this is the site. It is just one site. It is clean. It is simple. It is meant for everybody to be able to understand and participate in the best possible way. So at the top, we have a community fund counter. Right now it says 0, but that's because I'm not connected. You need to be connected with your wallet in order for the contract to integrate and show the visuals on the site. So this shows, I believe it's about $270,000 right now. You have a how to join, you have a guide, and you have the top 4 sponsors. This is where you join. When you join, you need a ref link from your sponsor. It is not possible to join or send funds to this contract address without having a ref link. So you need your sponsors or your ref link. Now, when you enter that, you come to this site, you enter the amount of TRX that you would like to deposit. Now, keep in mind, the maximum is 100,000. If you surpass the amount you want, you can click on reset and it will go down to 0. And keep in mind, you can click several times if you want. When you're done, you click on join, the wallet will pop up, you confirm it in the wallet, and then a couple of seconds later, your account is now active. You have made your first contribution towards TRON-Chain. Now here we actually have the smart contract address. We're going to have a look at that very soon. I'm just going to show you the statistics. You will see the total TRX deposits of all time. That means any single deposit that's been coming in from day 1 from launch until whenever. We are showing the total amount of deposits. We're showing the smart contract balance because that will differ from the total. That is because we have an amount withdrawn by members as well. So the amount withdrawn by members minus, or the total deposits minus the amount, will be the smart contract balance. You also have the amount in the daily pool and the draw daily pool through the timer. So when this timer goes to 0, the top 4 sponsors will be awarded with their reward. Personal statistics, you have your own address, so you can confirm what address you're in with. You have your own income countdown timer. So when you make a deposit, once that is confirmed, this timer will start in 24 hours after. It will go to 0, and you will receive your first 1%. You will have your income limit. Let's say that you deposit 1,000 TRX. This income limit will then show 3,100. Once you make a withdrawal of what you have received in any way, that income limit will decrease. When that income limit goes to 0, you can make a new deposit. You do not need to, but if you would like to continue receiving from the fund, you can make a new deposit. It will show you the total amount of deposited TRX and the total amount of received TRX over all time. And of course, you have your invite link on a copy button, your personally invited partners, total number of partners, 15 levels down, and the total community participants. So this is the site. Let us have a look at the smart contracts. So click on that. It will take you to tronscan.org. We're now at the contract itself. We can see that it has a balance of 13.9 million TRX, guys. That is in less than 6 days. So congratulations to each and every one of you. That has a total value of $281.5 thousand. And all of this is going out to all of you. That is the beauty of this. It is amazing, amazing program. All right, so we're looking at the contract, right? We have transaction, token balance, and contract. This is what we're looking for. Scrolling down a little bit, you can verify that it has been verified with a perfect match. That means that it is 100% decentralized and 100% verified on TronScan. And you can read the code right here. So you can actually just go through everything and anything right here, and this is the entire code of TRON-Chain. So that is where you can find it. That is where anybody can read, view, audit, do whatever they need and feel that they would like to do with it. And whenever you feel comfortable, you are more than welcome to our community. All right, let's see here. Let's take the next one. Let me see here. When will the structure be done? I hope that we will be able to connect the structure tomorrow, so before the weekend. So I hope that that will be done. If not, it will be the first thing done next week. So yeah, just we are working on a few things in the background. There are a few things with the design. We're improving everything because we want to keep a very clean look for this, a professional look for this, as this is, you know, this is not a short-term thing. This is something that we will be with for the next years and years and decades to come. The vision, guys, if you see it, you feel it. All right, so let me move forward here. Let's go down to the questions. Is the contract verified? Yes, we actually went through that. My downline need to withdraw to get the matching bonus. So yes, so in order to get the matching bonus, for you to receive matching bonus, this is when your downline partner on a qualified level makes a withdrawal. So every single time a downline partner makes a withdrawal, you will receive a matching percentage on this based on what level they are and the accumulated days of 1% that they have not withdrawn. So let's say that they withdraw every 5 days. You will receive the matching commission on 5% because that is what they have accumulated. So it's calculated and paid out every single time a downline partner on a qualified level makes a withdrawal. If you reinvest, then it is considered as new joining. So if I have my team below me, will not be mine after reinvesting, question mark. No, that is incorrect. So when we make a new deposit, so first and foremost, I just want to clarify, we do not invest. We do not invest and we do not reinvest. This is highly important, guys. This is not a program where you invest in something. This is a support model, a community fund where you contribute towards the community. You make a deposit and a redeposit. Wording is very and highly important, guys. If people consider and call this an investment, then you will have a lot of authorities that will start looking at you as Forsage has had the SEC in the Philippines looking at them because people were promoting them as an investment. So this is absolutely not an investment. Very, very important. We are a contribution fund or a community support fund. You make a deposit. Now, when you make a redeposit, you make that from the exact same account that you had, and you will activate everything that you have built. So if you have built an organization and you now receive your full 310 limit, everything stops. Now, but once you make a new deposit, everything activates. So you will keep whatever you build, of course, because that is what you have contributed towards the fund. You will be rewarded for that as long as you keep contributing to the fund as well whenever that's needed. Let me see here. How many months does this plan run? Explain, I am new. This is, if you want to talk months, let's talk about thousands of months, This is not a short-term plan. This is a long-term build. It is already a proven, sustainable model, and just the community itself will be able to sustain this model for years and years to come. But I want more than that. I want this to be able to support millions and millions of people for decades and decades to come. And that is why we're going to be building the DeFi ecosystem. And every single platform that will be surrounding and be building and be launched on through our ecosystem will be generating an additional income that will be going to the TRON-Chain support fund. That means that more income will come in to every single community member, supporting them even more, even further, increasing this sustainability so that we can actually do this for life. That is the ultimate goal here, to create and build the first decentralized DeFi ecosystem surrounding and supporting the entire community, because this is what blockchain was built for. A decentralized system unattached from any authority and government. And that is what TRON-Chain is. It is what the community make of it. And I'll bet you we will make it. All right, so let me move forward here. The contract is transparent. Great, absolutely. We are, we're fully transparent. We're not have nothing to hide. I don't know where you can actually find a creator that is also such an active community leader and participating and helping this community to really understand what this is all about and helping everybody to thrive. This is what this is about. It doesn't matter how great a smart contract is. If you do not have great leadership, it will fail. It is all about the leadership and the community. And I can guarantee you guys, we have amazing, dedicated country leaders from all over the world that have already committed and dedicated themselves to TRON-Chain for years and years to come. They see the vision and they trust the process. All right, let's see here. Matching bonus is automatically calculated and credited together with daily income of 1%. My member gets her daily 1% and I get my matching bonus. No, when your member makes a withdrawal of their 1%, that is when your matching bonus is calculated and paid out to you. So if you have a member coming in today and they don't make a withdrawal for 10 days, you're not receiving matching for 10 days. But when they make a withdrawal, you will receive that 30% match on a 10% accumulated amount. So that will be a nice matching bonus. How can I join? You would need to have a link calendar. So if you go back into the Telegram group, I am sure that anyone and everyone would like to help you out with that. Please say something about smart contract Bank of Tron. That is nothing that I'm interested in doing. What I would say is that I see a lot of smart contracts popping up and offering interest for anything from, I don't know, 2.5, 7, 10, 20, 30, 40, and guys, where is this percentage coming from? I'm just asking. I'm just wondering. And how is that sustainable for anything and anywhere in this entire world? And even in the crypto world, is just unrealistic. That is, you know, unfortunately, there are a lot of fraudulent admins out there that are creating contracts with their own interest. You know, something, I don't know, something that will generate you, say that they will generate you 40% in, you know, you get your money back in 2.5 days, and then continue to receive 40% until the end of days. I'm sorry, guys. We need to be a little bit realistic. We need to, you know, understand the mathematical algorithm behind the whole thing. What is it that sustains a community build? And it's the community, right? Now, how can what's important is to give the community time to sustain what is needed to be sustained. That is why the code of TRON-Chain is maximized and optimized for sustainability. With no question asked, on a maximum, 2.35% goes out from the community fund on a daily basis. 2.35, that is if every single member in the community has 15 qualified uplines receiving matching bonus. And that is not happening, especially not at this point when we launched 6 days ago. We're kind of like 5, 6, 7 levels deep. So that means we're averaging maybe 1.6% of the current amount in the fund goes out on a daily basis. That means we need more than 1.6% coming into the fund every day to have maximum sustainability. And that is exactly what we have. Even if we receive more than half of that, that means, let's say, 1.2%. We are still sustainable for more than 200 days. That means the community has 200 days to continue to complete the build and support the others. It is all about giving time enough when it comes to a model like this. So guys, anything that, you know, I would never ever touch anything that says above 2.5, that is for sure. Or even more, even 2, I don't know. All right, so let me see here. Will it cost to increase or not? So, okay, it costs 100 TRX to join. It will not increase unless you increase your deposit. So if you continue to deposit, it will always need to be equal. If you deposited 500 TRX, the minimum deposit for you will now be 500. If you increase that to 1,000 the next time, your minimum deposit will be 1,000. So you can never deposit less, but you can always deposit the same or more. So how is the profit generating? Well, yeah, 30% a month is huge. And yes, it is. But the profit, or this is a support model. As we've been going through this entire time, it is a support model where you give into the support fund and you receive from the support fund. So everything and anything that you receive from TRON-Chain is received from other community members supporting the fund as well. It is a support model. Now, TRON-Chain is just the first phase in, as what I have been speaking of, an upcoming DeFi ecosystem. Platforms that will generate additional income that will be added to the fund that will increase sustainability and remove that only the members and are generating this. So we have a long way and we have a nice journey together, my friends. We are here for the long run. I can assure you that. When will the structure be done? It will be, as said, completed by hopefully Monday next week. Hopefully we can get it done already by tomorrow. Love the vision. Awesome, bro. I love having you on board. Let me see here. Can I deposit more TRX before I reach my income limit? No, that is not possible. Once you made a deposit, you need to receive the full 310%. Withdraw this. If you don't withdraw it partially or fully or how, when you withdraw 310%, you can make a second deposit or a third or a fourth or a fifth or so on. All right, it looks like we are done with the questions. And guys, as said, the structure will hopefully be done by tomorrow, latest on Monday. Monday. We have a lot of things that we're doing on a list. So, we're working our way down. And once we reach the structure, we will get that sorted out. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being on. We're closing, 40 minutes. I appreciate each and every one of you for the support and the commitment that you guys are giving towards this amazing, amazing community. We are together creating the world's first decentralized community fund built on the Tron blockchain. And we're going to build and develop the world's first DeFi ecosystem on the Tron blockchain, supporting this fund so that we can be able to achieve our goal of supporting millions and millions and millions of people around this world for the next decades and decades to come. We have a vision, we have a plan, and as a correlated community, we will achieve this. Guys, thank you so much. I will see you in the group if there were no questions answered there. Let us see. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you.